Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that I don't think a lot of people are talking about, and I think it's causing a lot of issues with this game and actually preventing it from reaching the capabilities it could reach. Sometimes that's why the lobbies feel slow. That's why there's a lot of spawn flipping. There's a lot of things that go into it, and I think it was even further worsened by the fact that they went ahead and adjusted the spawns that we, were already having troubles with. And then they decided to change it in a way that actually ruined them. So one of the things we'll look at here is specific to Domination. It said adjustments to spawn positions around the edge of the map for all modes. So that's everything. That's TDM, Hardpoint, Domination, Headquarters. There's a lot of various spawn changes that they did. Whatever they did, they inputted the numbers and said, hey, you know what? Can't spawn here, can spawn here. And that is primarily was geared towards trying to fix some of the issues that they were having with shipment. When we go a little bit further, it says new spawn logic for Domination specifically. So they completely changed the algorithm for whatever determines where you spawn in Domination, which normally isn't a huge issue, but then we start running into a lot of other issues, and that completely destroys the game in my opinion. So one thing we'll take a look at is this clip right here. So this is actually from a scrim that professional players are playing, and it looks obviously like a hardpoint match. Sorry for the quality, it's from Twitter. So one thing we'll take a look at is as he goes through the motions here, he ends up dying over here on this side. Looks like there's a couple teammates right outside, and then as soon as he spawns, you're gonna see where he spawns, which this should not be a spawn. So whatever they did with spawn logic, completely out the window as far as where it should be. So he comes in, spectating, and then he spawns. You can see where he's spawning on the hard point. He does have a teammate, could have just possibly spawned there or might have been there before. Can't really tell because I'd have to go look at their perspective. The other issue here is you got teammates over here, enemies somewhere over here, because obviously when they have gunfire in competitive, it does show up on the mini map like we're accustomed to for the past 12 years of Call of Duty. Well, besides that, he ends up spawning literally on the objective as it's about to unlock. So literally he's in prime position, and that is just not how spawn should work. He should be spawning somewhere on this side. Enemy should be spawning somewhere on this side, pretty much equidistant to getting in there. You could spawn a little bit closer, or the enemy could spawn a little bit closer, and you'd have an equal opportunity to go ahead and jump on that objective, even though from this side, which is typically the A flag, is more of the power position, just because when you come in, you got better angles on the bomb or from the particular hard point. There's just better sight lines. So besides that, that's one big issue. And we're going to see how that plays out as I look in some of my own gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and walk through a class setup, so in case you just want to go ahead and grab it. So the class setup I'm using in the video is what I'd call a fast PKM setup. I'm using the TAC laser, the 18.2 compact barrel, the snatch grip attachment, as well as stippled grip and no stock. And this basically allows you to move around a little bit faster. Obviously it's an LMG, so you're not going to move around like if you have an SMG, but as far as the aim down sight time, it's pretty much as fast as you can get on the weapon. And it's actually pretty fast. So pretty much we're going to look at the Domination match, and what I really want to focus on is combination of are spawns flipping because they're just bad spawns, or do we have bad teammates influence in this? Because in a perfect world, we would have A, we would have B, and the spawns would never flip. Unfortunately with this game, with the bad spawns, if you kind of just hold B, odds are you're going to win because your teammates are going to flip the spawn, which automatically flips the enemy to the other side, and they just swap objectives. And then they do the exact same thing on repeat. Pretty much, if you hold B, you're going to win the match. Pretty much, I heard the call out, enemy at the woods. I'm expecting an enemy somewhere over here. I push up. It looks like the teammate's in this right side. And then basically, I'm just kind of paying attention to what's going on. Listening for audio cues. Someone at the train tracks. I can hear the guy just to the left of me. I pre-aim, come out, take the guy out. Go ahead and put down a claymore so it kind of my back is covered. I run through here. Ends up looking like something blew up over there. Wasn't my thing. Then I get killed by a 725. That's a separate other problem with balancing. 725 is way too easy. And a lot of times placing those claymores is good because these people aren't going to run EOD. He's running overkill with a 725. It's like the game's been out for a while. It should not be the case. So I'm pushing up, and pretty much when I play Domination, and the way most people should play Domination is there's kind of an invisible line, kind of where this teammate is. on the mini map. You can see him at the top left, and then there's kind of a like a line that goes all the way across the map. Like, just imagine it going from where he's standing all the way across to the other side of the map. Pretty much you don't cross that. So this guy right here, he's getting a little too close to see. There's no reason to go there. All you need to do is position yourself somewhere around the map on this side of the 60 to 70% that you hold, and then pretty much you're going to lock down the map, get easy kills because you're in a power position. Otherwise, when you flip the spawns, people slip through the cracks and they're able to get you in positions that maybe you didn't think they would actually be in. Makes it way harder to predict because, especially in this game where you can't see the gunfire on the mini map, people aren't calling in UAVs, a lot of people running Ghost. It basically makes it so that your mini map is almost useless other than for seeing where your teammates are. So pretty much you can see he goes and jumps towards C. Horrible push. Literally no reason to do that. So the guy's still on C over there. He's just kind of hanging out. Take this guy out. I'm trying to push through mid, get a little bit of the mid map control. And there's somebody who just slipped through the cracks. I didn't even hear him there. You can see the gunfire was kind of behind me. But you can see my teammates on C. Literally no reason to be there. I come back through, take that guy out, put down another Claymore. Claymore blows up. We're in a good spot. So what you're looking at here is you can see that immediately as our team is jumping on C, you can see where they're all at. They all decided they want to go play the other way. It's like, what's the point? We already had a good thing going. We're up 20 points ahead. So now I'm expecting enemies to come from this side. Let the enemies capture that objective, I guess, and then my teammates can go run and get C. Snap on. Luckily, the guy missed a shot there, and I was able to take him out. And now I'm just kind of posted up. You can see my teammates are jumping back on A, which is kind of like now we have a weird, funky spawn. Now they're spawning at A, and a couple of them at C. They're losing their lives over there while still trying to capture C for whatever reason. It's like, oh, we still got a good thing going. Leave it alone. And again, like I said, most people will not leave it alone. I come through, kind of creeping through, and you can see on the portable radar right here, the guy has it up top, so he's somewhere on this left side. Could be moving. It doesn't look like it's moving, so it looks like he could be posted up. And I'm just pre-aiming this middle section. Somebody did run over B, so you got to be aware of that. Yet this guy is a wild card over here at C, kind of messing things up. Like, I almost hope he just gets killed right there because he's deep in their spawn, ruining everything. There is a guy coming through here. I'm peeking through, run through, and then I end up getting killed by a 725, even though I did land a bullet on him. And that's one of the things with this game is I don't think they realized it when they were starting to put together. Maybe they did. They really wanted to lower the skill gap as much as possible. And the best way to do that is lower the time to kill as much as possible. And nothing kills faster than a one-shot kill weapon. That's why there's like 18 one-shot kills weapons in the game. And they even went out of their way to add the crossbow, which is another one-shot kill weapon. And sometimes that one could even be a kill trade, because if you have the explosive tip or the thermite, it doesn't kill immediately, so then there's at least a kill trade that happens. But kill trades are kind of annoying. I'm pushing up. You can see that we have all the objectives, but all my team wants to sit over here at C. And it looks like the A objective is starting to get captured. So anytime you're getting one of these full switches where the spawns flip entirely, there's three routes people are going to run, right? They're going to run all the way up this left side. They're going to run through the middle, try and flood through this building, come around the outside, get in the building. But there's too many areas for you to actually cover, and there's not enough players. So what ends up happening is a guy goes around here and he sneaks around, or he sneaks around this way, and then they kind of get in a weird spot. And as people do in this game, they tend to camp spots that are a little bit more random than you would like. And sometimes you can't prepare for random gunfights. So right here, we're pushing up. It looks like we got good map control. I end up taking that guy out, luckily. But you can see this guy wants to go ahead and jump over around on A. We have good map control right now, but my entire team is running through the field to go and jump on A. And then this is kind of throwing off the spawns. I don't know if someone's behind me or not. I'm coming through, and I'm just kind of just like, okay, let me focus on B because we're gaining A. That means immediately we're going to start losing C. That's just the normal rhythm of it. I end up choking my shots there. The railing messed me up a little bit. That's on me, right? I lose that gunfight. And now I'm on this side still, but our teammates are capturing it. But it's kind of a weird, funky spawn. This one should not have been where I spawned, right? I should have spawned over here, but people who spawned in, maybe they just stayed camping on this side, and the game thought, you know what, that looks like a safer spawn because there's like 4 teammates there. And that's part of the other problem, is that when people camp, they really manipulate the spawns because it's based off where the location of the teammates are and less about where the objectives are. But you can see we've already flipped the spawns like 4, maybe even 5 times at this point, and we're a little bit halfway into the match. So I come through, take the guy out, end up losing the last gunfight just because I go for a hip fire because I was stim shotting. I wasn't able to aim down sight. So let my teammates capture that objective because the primary objective I'm only worried about here is B. So I'm coming up. I end up not being able to get there quick enough. And I really want to focus on map control. I have a teammate here, but somebody needs to be in this building right here for you to capture B properly. Because what ends up happening is this guy can have that angle. Somebody could be on the objective, which you're going to see me jump on there in a bit. And then somebody has to hold this left side so somebody doesn't flank around. We'll skip ahead just a little bit. And then I jump on the objective because the teammate is exactly where I was trying to get to. That is the sweet spot. I have my teammate on this side, which is good spot. And then you have all the other random people nowhere near an objective, just playing randomly. And you can't even say they're playing for kills because they don't get a lot of kills. Only one guy in this lobby besides me got a lot of kills, and I don't know exactly what he was doing. I wasn't watching him. So pretty much I take that guy out. I have 79 bullets, so I don't gotta worry about reloading for a while. You can see that even with these attachments, you're still able to laser people off of a head glitch. And now I'm just kind of waiting. That guy pushes up a little bit. My teammate's still on the objective. I put the claymore down because that teammate forfeited that position. Put another one down, back up. We got that objective. So that's how you got to play the B flag. You know, it's really about that map control, positioning, and making sure that you're in the right spot to win those matches. So we spawn over here. We're pretty much going to win the match. But that doesn't even matter. Like, I don't even care about that. The problem is we flipped the spawns like 7 times, 8 times in one domination match. And you would think, oh, you know what? They're really going, you know, trying to get those kills. And that's what you're trying to do. But when you flip the spawns that many times, you end up in a running simulator where you have to flip back and forth. But we'll look at the final stats because I think those are important to look at. We had this guy. He ended up doing pretty well in the beginning. He got that VTOL like right off the rip. But look at the rest of the team. 11 kills, 14, 14, 5, 5, and 7. And, you know, obviously there's people that got to be better at the game and worse or whatever, but that's not even the main issue that's causing the big issues. Look at how many captures. 7 captures, 6 captures, and there's people that argue, I'm an OBJ player, that's how you're supposed to play. No, you're not. I held probably one of the most crucial roles in the entire match, along with maybe 1 or 2 other people that were locking down B. Other than that, pretty much everyone was cost in the match. You have a ton of them here, though. 7 captures, 17 deaths, 19 deaths. If you're going quad negative, you're not helping the team because you just feed streaks. Luckily, the enemy team wasn't that great either, or else they would have had a ton of streaks. Luckily, these guys weren't streaking, but I've been in other lobbies where pretty much the entire enemy team's going to streak because you have somebody dying 17 and 19 times to try and capture and flip objectives, getting shot on repeat, and continue to flip the spawns. And unfortunately, that's not a good thing. You can see I had the most defense. Either way, it's a huge problem. They need to figure it out. There's a combination of bad spawns, I'm sure, but you can't make up for the fact that somebody has 7 captures. They have more captures than kills. That's never a good thing. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, found it helpful in some way. If you did, let me know by hitting the like button. If you're brand new to the channel, remember to hit that red subscribe button with notifications on. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.